The Nittany Lions offense will go on the attack first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys go to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, clock, and they're hard workers.
The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Trying to seal the edge on the right. There he goes. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. James Franklin and the Nittany Lions just a play away from the national championship game a year ago, and now to find a way for Penn State to take that next step.
And I think you're starting to see the elements come into place, though. Colton Necky, an unbelievable hire last year as their OC. Now you bring in one of the best defensive coordinators in college football. Jesse, if not now, then when for this Penn State squad?
My eyes are on Drew Allen at quarterback. No question this guy is one of the more talented quarterbacks and someone that can really work wonders in this offense you just mentioned, David, but he has got to be able to play at a high level each and every week. If they do that, they can win the Big Ten, and they can get back to the college football playoff.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Motion from the wideout. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Dropping back, it's Allard. Snagged out of the air. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You take a quick timing slant. Now, and they settle in. We're good. We got this.
Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Nittany Lions, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you've got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Dinkins. And they knock him down in the backfield. Outstanding play by the defense.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Looking to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
On a big third down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
So Nevada's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. We've seen freshmen step into the running back position with big expectations. David, Herschel Walker, Adrian Peterson, among others, and they hope that they found a guy like that here.
Well, and he's highly touted. He's got the skill set, obviously, highly recruited. Everybody talked about it.
Into the secondary on the right. Hits a seam wide open. He's got 48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive to kick off the new season.
That's got to make you feel good offensively. The first game of the year, and early you're able to break off a long run. We know for them, they take pride in their ability running the football, and they're getting that established early this season.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. To the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Henry. He's loose. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Nevada has it in the red zone. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point splits the uprights. He fields the football and makes the fair catch at his own 5, and he might have been better off taking a chance to see if that ball would bounce into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Allard. Grabbed over the middle, it's Dinkins. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Drew Allard feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Allard still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Coltonecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Off play action. And they're not on the same page there. The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Good completion on the out. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early, so to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Nittany Lions have this offense rolling. Tight end now in motion. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the move, it's Allen. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Looking to pass. It's Aller. Shoots it to the left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. So now it's 2nd and long. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got a man. It's Brown. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch at the 30. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though.
He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
Back to pass, it's Aller. Pulls it in, it's Dinkins. And he'll be brought down. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. There he goes! Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
And the defensive coordinator is irate on the sideline. 3rd and long, it's a short throw. You've got to be able to rally, make a tackle, and force the punter onto the field. They let him get loose, break some tackles, and with the first, the offense stays on the field.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finding open areas. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
Well, as this offense is trying to find their rhythm and try and get on the scoreboard here, trailing 7 to nothing, it's been the running game that has gotten them into position in this drive, right? You're down in the red zone now. It looks like the quarterback's probably going to have to do his part and make a big throw. Let's see if he can do it.
And the trick play, and it won't work. The defense all over him before he can even turn the ball loose. They're lucky to hang on to the football. So here they come going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. Trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Check in with Kevin Connors. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Looking to throw, it's Vance. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. It's complete to the left. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and sell it.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He'll start this drive firing. With the catch, it's Dinkins. The offense will quickly use a timeout. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's lost. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to pass. It's Allard. Gets it out quickly. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Happy Valley has given us a fun first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the guys in State College, PA.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if any of you are this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Looking to buy time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes that do it with ease.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments He'll be forced to punt. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it up. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Firing to the right, complete. Drag down, and they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Allen. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Allen. Dangerous screen into traffic. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Nittany Lions are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Finds the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The Nittany Lions racing to the line in a hurry-up. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know,
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the offense, man, he couldn't find anybody open. Like, somebody's got to create some separation, or what do? How about I throw a jump ball to one of my big receivers out wide that can go up and dunk on somebody's head and catch the football? Maybe find my big playmakers and try to force them the ball down here in the red zone.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up by 39 over the Stallions. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll pull it down. And the ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away when you're going to run through on tackles and people around you dive and make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw, it's Aller. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Makes the grab. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. On 4th down, going to the air. Snags it over the middle. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Penn State.
The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does
wide open spaces. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now on first down from the 28. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to... It's Vance. Got his man quickly. Fighting off the defender. And good coverage by the defense. Game.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. He's got his man. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Wolfpack need this third and short to keep the drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're playing the football and believing in your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking for a gap. It's Wallace. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Back to throw, it's Aller. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown! They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Here's the handoff. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Right back to the well. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throws to the tight end. Fired in there, but incomplete.
This quarterback is out of sorts at this point of the game, guys. He's already thrown 2 picks. His fundamentals are falling apart. He threw that last pass off of his back leg. This is not a good sign for this quarterback moving forward.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Dinkins. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to that one?
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Allard. Bringing the heat. Finds his big tight end. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Here he comes with the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Nevada takes over as the offense returns to the field. And this quarterback has had a less than stellar game. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. To the air on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Vance. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra pointer right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Syracuse had an impressive showing at home, and I know the fans inside the dome are ready for hoops, but pay attention to what's happening on the gridiron too, people. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.